Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to a quick live stream here on my YouTube channel where I thought I would talk for a minute about Social Security. Now, my name is Jamie. I'm a Medicare uh, insurance agent. My website is meetjamie.com, and I've talked to hundreds, if not 1,000 plus people that are getting ready to turn 65 and retire and take their benefits, Medicare benefits. Almost without exception, in every single one of those conversations, we talk about Social Security as well. And if you can hear me and you have thoughts, I would love to hear from you in the comments below, by the way. And I appreciate those of you who would contribute to this. So when I talk to people about Medicare, Social Security comes up because if you are taking Social Security at 62, you're automatically enrolled in Medicare at 65. If you decide to wait till full retirement age to enroll in Social Security, many times that's 67 and a half, maybe even as late as 70. So you could start your Medicare benefits before your Social Security benefits. And I've been listening to a lot of different podcasts, watching a lot of different videos, and I've talked to a lot of different types of people who have made different decisions about when to start Social Security. But I saw something interesting today that I thought I would talk a little bit about in this video, and that is the idea that you want to be able to use those resources when you are youngest and healthiest, if that makes sense. And it was interesting to me because I think a lot of people, they delay enrolling in Social Security until that full retirement age because they want to maximize their benefit. They want to ensure that their check is big, right? And so in their minds, it makes sense to delay enrolling in Medicare, or excuse me, in Social Security. But this was an interesting perspective that I had never really thought about. And that is, well, first of all, what if you don't make it to your full retirement age? It essentially feels like you are potentially giving back thousands of dollars to the government if you don't live until, much later than 70. I did get a comment. Looks like a couple people have commented 67. Okay, so thanks for joining me. And that's why I'm here, and I appreciate you contributing to the conversation. But I know of other people. I had a meeting last week with a couple about Medicare, and they're fed up. They're tired of working, and they don't want to do their job anymore. They want to visit their grandkids. They want to spend time traveling maybe, or do like a hobby or something that they really enjoy. And so I've got to be honest and say I'm really torn on this topic. I have a good friend who researches this all the time, and he's leaning towards waiting till 70. But my own dad, I think he started right away. And so what I've come to realize, and whether or not you watch this live or after, is that there's no perfect answer to this question about when you should start Social Security. It's very similar to Medicare. You have the two options of Medicare Supplement, Medicare Advantage. If you go and read the comments on YouTube, you'll find out that everybody has a different opinion. And it's personal preference, but more importantly than personal preference, it's what gives you peace of mind. Hi, Penny. Thanks for tuning in. I saw you say hi. Appreciate it. Because I think what we forget in these conversations about finances, especially when it comes to Medicare and Social Security and retirement, is peace of mind. The older I get, the more I realize that you can't put a price on peace of mind. So for some people, their peace of mind is they take Social Security as soon as it's available. That way, because they don't know how long they're going to live, they get it from day one, and that makes them feel really, really good. But there's other people who are, financially frugal, or they want to be sure that they maximize that benefit. And so they wait till 67 and a half. I have a saying that I have coined with my family, and I want to share it in this video. We don't all have to do the same thing. Let me say that again. We don't all have to do the same thing. Whether it's Medicare Supplement versus Medicare Advantage, taking Social Security at 62 versus 67 or even 70. What's important is you figure out your why. You figure out what brings you peace of mind. So that's what I was thinking about today, and I just wanted to jump on a live and share that. I did see a couple people said 67. Looking to see if there's any other comments. I don't see any. A couple other highs, smileys, thumbs up. Anyways, if you do watch this after the fact and you have some thoughts, then I'd love to hear from you in the comments. I'd love to know what your thoughts are. When did you take Social Security? Or if you haven't taken it already, when are you going to take it? What led you down that path? And here's the thing. I think if you share this, then other people can comment, they can see it, and it will create a discussion in the comments and encouragement. Someone said, what is Social Security? Social Security is basically a retirement fund in the U.S. that if you have worked long enough, and have enough quarters, that you are eligible to. It's basically very similar to a pension. It might be called something else in other countries, but in the U.S., if you're eligible, you can start to draw Social Security. It's a monthly check, usually at 62, and you can have that for the rest of your life. But if you delay enrolling, the check amount goes up. And so those of you who maybe are watching, I saw someone say, what's Social Security? That's what Social Security is. You can go online and Google it, Social Security in America, and it'll explain it to you. But I've grown to appreciate multiple perspectives, and I really appreciate hearing different opinions. I myself am not eligible yet, but I think about it. And I run research, and I do math and all of that sort of thing. I heard someone say this: if we had a crystal ball for these things, it would make things a lot easier, and we would know exactly what to do. Unfortunately, we don't get to know how long we live. That's what makes it a little bit confusing. So I appreciate you watching. I appreciate you commenting. Love to hear your thoughts, even if you watch it after the stream is over. And if you're interested in these types of things, be sure to subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, share it with a friend. See you next time.